The practice of absolute preferment for members of the order has worked to perpetuate its influence over time in a remarkable manner. Before we look at this chain of influence, we need to look at some basic statistics. The order has only initiated about 2,500 members in its history in the United States. Each year, 15 new members are initiated, no more, no less. On the other hand, between 800,000 and 1 million persons receive college degrees each year from an institute of higher learning, including about 30,000 doctorates. That's from America's Secret Establishment, talking about The Order of Skull and Bones by Anthony C. Sutton. This book's by Trying Day. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. Due to the amount of ridiculous nonsense and propaganda passing as fucking news in this country, and the fact that I think that the main area of focus that everybody needs to be on is the economy, the fucking economy, the lack of fucking jobs, the economy, the fucking depression, the fucking depression, the lack of jobs, the unemployment, the no fucking money, the foreclosures, and the destruction of our fucking economy. I have been a little bit remiss in looking at some of the things going on internationally. Now, there's a lot of scrutiny being placed on Israel, perhaps first time in a long time, let's put it that way. A lot of negative publicity for them regarding the flotilla massacre, and I still call it a piratical activity. No country has any right to board any ship in international waters. I don't care what it has. If it has, well, unless you're at war with the country in question, then of course you can do that. But humanitarian aid flotilla, sorry Israel, that is fucking murder and piracy. So good that you get some negative attention on you. And I hope that the international inquiry shows that you committed piracy and murder, because that is exactly what you did. Now, along the same lines with Israel, we have the activity with Israel and Lebanon, which is a ratcheting up of activity there, where Israel is pushing against, I guess, who's it in Lebanon? You get so confused with all these different groups. I believe it's the Hezbollah, which supposedly are being supplied by Iran. And this whole mosque thing in New York is part of the rhetoric of this new holy war, this new crusade that the neocon war horses and the Cold Warrior types like Brzezinski, who are behind Obama, all warmongers, all war hawks, all murderers, all war criminals, all fucking murderer killers who should be in fucking jail, all want this crusade, this holy war, to have everybody hate Islam. I'm not supporting Islam. I'm not supporting any fucking religion. I believe all religions are systems of fucking control, and that's it. So I would not condone any of them. That said, whatever you want to believe, you believe it. And I will fucking die defending your right to believe it. As long as you leave me alone. Pretty fair trade. Now, they want this because that leads them to the support that they need to maintain continued, undeclared, murderous fucking war in the Middle East. And at the same time, we have the ramping up of rhetoric against Iran. I hope that no one is believing the bullshit that is being fed to them every day about Iran and their capabilities. They are harping on every new test or every new thing that Iran does in an effort to say, look, they have all of this weaponry and they're going to do all of these things, and it's terrible, and we need to do something. They're fanatics ready to blow up the whole world. Well, making a fucking nuclear bomb is hard. Okay? It's really, really, really fucking hard. And it's really, really, really fucking expensive. There wasn't even the very beginnings of any kind of even scraps of a nuclear program in Iraq, and supposedly he had a fucking nuclear program, which is complete fucking lies. So, Iran is not making a nuclear bomb. Now that's not to say that at some point in the future they don't want to have nuclear weapons, because I'm sure every fucking country wants to have nuclear weapons. It gives them a huge fucking deterrent when it comes to war. And a great weapon of warfare as well. Even though it is the most hideous, horrifying thing that man ever created, perhaps. But that said, there's absolutely no danger of Iran doing anything. Even if the rhetoric was true and they were filled with nothing but bloodthirsty savages who were just slobbering at the mouth to wipe Israel off the face of the earth and to send nuclear bombs and EMP pulses over the United fucking States and destroy our entire way of life. Which is all bullshit, of course. And then we have the big propagandistic combat troop pull out in Iraq. Okay, last combat troops leaves Iraq. So hey, that means there are no more armed military in Iraq. No, wait, that's not true. There's still 50,000 troops in Iraq. 50 fucking thousand. How is this a combat withdrawal? Are you telling me that the 50,000 troops there do not have fucking tanks, machine guns, planes, helicopters, bombs, and all the other trappings of fucking war? Give me a fucking break. Talk about fucking propaganda. And let's not forget, while there's 50,000 fucking troops still in Iraq, after the supposed end of the combat operations and the removal of the last of the combat troops, wink, wink, nod, nod, we're ramping up more activity in Afghanistan. What are we hearing more of? It can't be done in the time everyone says. So, once again, Lord Master Messiah Obama is a fucking warmongering hawk who never intended to draw down troops anywhere, to get us out of any conflict. And he is as much a war criminal and murderer as Bush who came before him. And anybody who voted for this fucking Obama, Sotoro, whatever the fuck his name is, should be fucking ashamed of themselves right now. That he has illustrated exactly what I said well before he was fucking elected. And that is that he is a fucking shill for corporations, big banks, Wall Street, and the military-industrial complex. So don't believe the hype. Don't buy into the rhetoric against Islam. You know what? If a Muslim comes up and tries to kill me because I'm not a Muslim, I have a problem with that, okay? And if a bunch of Muslims come to the United States and try to attack the United States, I have a problem with that. Then I'll go to war. I'll fight against them. But I don't see that happening anywhere. And yet this is the kind of thing that they're trying to paint. So don't buy it. And don't buy the bullshit about Iran being on the verge of making a nuclear weapon. They make it sound like making a nuclear weapon. Just whip it up in your fucking kitchen. Give me a fucking break. So wars and rumors of wars. In this summer of discontent. Thank you.